Hello, good morning. My name is Davis Bamigboye. All right, this morning I just want to encourage you with some things that the Lord taught me a couple of days ago about the laws of creation. You see, this world that you see did not come here by happenstance. There are spiritual laws that governs the way the world was formed, and these spiritual laws actually can be useful for you if you apply them to your life. For example, in Genesis chapter 1, the Bible says that God created the heavens and the earth. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And the Bible says that the earth was void, was a soup of bottomless pit, was a mass of nothingness. Then the Bible says the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the deep. And then something happened in verse 2. The Bible says, then God said, let there be light. Light be. Okay? Which means that God spoke light into a mass of nothingness. But you see, the Spirit of God was hovering, was brooding over the surface of the deep. The Spirit of God was waiting for a command from God. And God said, let there be light. Now, there's something that the Lord taught me there, which is basically this. Think about it. When you go to Genesis chapter 1 to verse 2 or to verse 3, you will notice there that God never said that the earth was formless, was void, even though God saw it. The Bible records that the earth was formless and void, but God never said it with his mouth that the earth was formless and void. Do you know why? Because the word that God speaks becomes a command. The words that God speaks become a command. That's why God never said what he saw. God said what he wanted. The same applies to you as well. In your personal life, in your business, in your career, in your finances, it is the onus is on you. It is your responsibility to speak what you want, not what you see. So is your finance a mess right now? I want you to look at it. Conceive in your heart of a picture, okay, of having money, having more than enough, having abundance coming to you. Then speak it out by faith. So last week I did a session and I spoke about the four things in the book of Genesis chapter 1 that the Lord taught me about the laws of creation. Number one is you must hold the picture in your mind of what you want. Number two is that you must speak the word. You must speak the word by faith, believing it that it has already happened. So you must speak by faith as something that is already happening, or not something that is going to happen. You know, it's like you already have it. It's like all of the promises of God. The Bible says that in Second Peter chapter 1, verse 3, it says that all of the promises of God. Actually, no, so Second Corinthians chapter 1, verse 20 says, all of the promises of God, they have been fulfilled in Jesus. Okay, but in Second Peter chapter 1, the Bible says that everything that pertains to life and godliness, God has already given to us. You see, these things are talking about promises that are already ours. So now, I don't know how your prayer life will change if you know that what you're looking for, you already have it. God is not holding your child, He's not holding your money, He's not holding your husband, He's not holding your job. He has already given them to you. In Jesus, they have all been fulfilled. But what is my responsibility? I must believe it. I must hold that picture of what God said He has already done and He has already given to me. I must hold that picture in my mind. As I hold that picture in my mind, that saturates my heart. Now, there's another principle of life that says life flows from the heart. Why? Because the Bible says, as a man thinks, so easy. So when you think about things happening for you in your life, okay, when you believe that those things have already happened, is what you think in your heart that you see. There's nothing in your life today that is not being a product of what you have been thinking about. What you have been thinking about is what you have been producing. Imagine you driving on the road, for example. You're driving on the road and you're driving at 50 miles an hour. All of a sudden, try this out tomorrow, maybe when you do something, but be careful when you want to do this. Let's say there's an accident on the side of the road and you decide to look. Do you know what's going to happen? You're going to have a crash. Why? Because your life flows in the direction where your eyes are facing. If your heart, which is the eyes of your heart, the eyes of the spiritual eyes of your heart, is looking in a particular direction, your life goes in that direction. You can pray from now to tomorrow. You can fast on 100 days fasting. Nothing is going to change. You know why? Because you need to change the picture in your heart first, and then you need to declare. Finally, as I round up, here's what God did. God saw a picture of the heart of the earth that He wanted to do. He pronounced it by faith because he believed it, because his heart has been conceived. His heart has conceived and held the picture of what he wanted. After he declared it, you know what he did? He took action. So some of you have been naming and claiming. Number one, you haven't believed properly. Number two, you haven't taken action in the direction of where you are going. And finally, you need to bless the work of your hands. So as you take direction, as you take action, in the direction of the actualization of that which you want to do, the next step for you must be to do what? To begin to bless it. When God created the earth, and the Bible says He created, He said, "Light be." Do you know what God said? The Bible says, and God looked at it, and God said, "It was good." It was good means this is beautiful, it's wonderful, it's perfect. God pronounced a blessing on the light that He has created. And you could go through the whole of chapter 1. The Bible is replete with this information. The fact that God saw a picture in His heart, God declared what He wanted, not what He saw. God took action to make that creation happen. And finally, God pronounced a blessing on that which He has created. So as you go out this day and this week, or anytime you're watching this message, I want you to also pronounce blessings on what you have. Okay, the words you speak carry power. The Bible says life and death, they are in the power of the tongue. It says that those that love it, they will eat the fruit of it, whether for life or for death. So you yourself must make sure that the words you're pronouncing on your family, on your business, on your children, they are the words of life and not the words of death. Things are turning around for you. God bless you.